Oh my god, it's fun. It's flooding the train line. Can y'all sort yourself? Hey guys, WheatyWaffle here today for part 14 of our City Skylines Let's Play. As I was wrapping up the last part and kind of finishing things up, I noticed we were running into an issue with goods to sell. So, if we back out, let's jump back out of here. You'll notice over here, goods to sell becoming a major issue. So, we're gonna get to that. I think there's two things I want to do kind of first, I guess. So first and foremost, this area here that we built last time, the Hillside district, is working great. I do want to go ahead and just finish out putting in a little park, nothing crazy, just a little something that will hopefully begin to up this land value in this section a little bit more and make it so that more people are going to want to move in. Let me just make sure I didn't mess up. Yeah, I figured I messed up maybe that one there. The rest of these all look pretty good. So yeah, this is not going to be anything super fancy. It'll be something I maybe will come back and do a little bit of detailing on, you know, between parts. Just wanted to put a little something that would look nice. I love that idea, just a big sweeping curve. Alright, so then here's what I'm thinking, right? So that's a little bit elevated. So we're going to come out. We're going to turn. Go over. Turn. Turn. Go over. Turn. Yeah, I love that idea. Okay. Then let's go straight on out. I'm thinking maybe we do... Can we use Roundabout Builder for just paths? I don't think we can. Okay. I don't think we can, but what we can do is we can turn this on and we can just make it ourselves. So if we go 4 and 4, 4 and 4, 4 and 4, 4 and 4. It's not a perfect circle, but it's pretty damn close. Okay, so now we're going to do a little bit of this, these like pre-made items. I want to be mindful though, just because I don't want anything to look super wonky. Yeah, but this is a very hilly park, which is okay. This is just where I'm going to have to definitely come back afterwards and maybe do a little bit of editing so that things don't look like that. Or maybe we like add a path here and you enter, the intention is you would enter from the other side. So I'll mess with this in between parts. Let's just throw down like a little smattering of everything. What is this? This is the bathrooms. Bathrooms, maybe a little cafe. Maybe on this side. Nope, we'll put this in the middle. In the middle, kind of with this guy, maybe on the other side we'll do this. What is this? Info center, info booth. We'll put another little restroom back here. I'd love to put this plaza. I don't think it's going to look right. If you see the shadow, how the dark shadow, how like it's jutting out of the ground. So maybe instead, we just do a few gazebos about. Nothing too miraculous, just a little bit. And then in between parts, I mean, we'll fine tune all of this. I mean, I'll try to do a little bit here in terms of like just leveling the land a bit around some of our construction, but it's going to be a little unique, if you will. Let's go ahead and make sure all this has water. And then for power, we'll just bring it right up through here. Okay. Great. And all this, we did the water last time? Okay, perfect. So there we go. We've given it power. We put it in a little park. Just a little something. Help increase the land value of this area and begin to fill it out. I just love, oh my gosh. I love it. I love being able to see down into the city. Even though now we're going to be seeing down into an abandoned city filled with empty buildings. I do notice a lot of our cemeteries are good to go in terms of receiving their next batch of dead. So let's turn those guys on. Oh, I saw one more. Here we go. All right. So there's thing one. Thing two that I want to maybe just like try to quickly address. We're ready. At the end of this academic year, we are ready to upgrade. We just have to get this campus attractiveness up. So let's go ahead and add in some things here for Ashley Darby University, or Academy of the Arts, excuse me. She's not yet a university, but we need about 100 more points in the attractiveness section. Do we already have... We have this back here. Okay. Liberal Arts Gymnasium, I believe, is right there. Yep. This is the cafeteria, which is here. Do we have this guy? I don't know if we do. So let's go ahead and do... Let me pause it, because I don't want the academic year to come and go, and then we get stuck without upgrading. I don't really want to do anything over that direction. Maybe over here? We could put this down. That looks really nice. However, it would make more sense if this was kind of like in maybe like a central area, like right here. We then come around it with a path. Do we have a university path in here? We do. Okay. So we come around it with the university path. Let's turn off these road guidelines. Turn on anarchy. Actually, we'll turn the guidelines back on. There we go. Okay, now where does that put our attractiveness now? 405, so we need a bit more. Put in some of these, but they need a road. We could easily put this here, but does this count towards attractiveness? No, it doesn't. But I like it, so we're keeping it. Alright, let's do... This is the problem, because you have to like double up on some things, and I don't necessarily want to double up on anything. I wouldn't mind another one of these, though. So why don't we put another one of these academic buildings? What is this, the study hall? Maybe that puts us over? Ooh, just barely. Let's put another groundskeeper. Can't imagine that does much though. Oh, but it works. Okay, great. So now we've upped this a bit. I purposely left this here alone because what I would like to do is put buildings around it on all three sides. Maybe some additional dorms. So we'll get to that when we're ready to expand. But we'll wait. Once this finishes its academic year, it has everything it needs to upgrade. What I want to do for the majority of this episode is I want to work on this area here where we were gonna put a port. First, let's buy the land before we get too crazy. We're gonna buy this land here. I do want to add in, I think, some kind of interchange. I know this one is pretty large, but it's actually rotated this way. But the main highway stays flat, and then an additional highway comes over. Yeah, we'll try it. We'll try it like this. If I hate it, we'll have to raise the whole thing. But so what I want to do, we're going to add in this interchange. If I can find the words, and then I want to do a lot of terraforming here. And what I want to end up creating, because with this issue we're having with the goods, we're producing as many as we can. But we cannot yet connect to the train line. That's all the way over there. From previous parts, we've looked into that. But looking at our map, we do have this shipping lane right here. So my thinking is we could tap into this shipping lane and bring in goods into our future port area. So we have this really pretty, bump that's against the water, gorgeous university, but then we have a port. We gotta do what we gotta do. Because it's a port, I'm not too worried about maintaining like the natural integrity of this area. So I think we'll just get rid of all these trees and we'll reconstruct this into a port. There we go. Look, we've got a little port of some kind. Okay, so now what we need to really make this port function, we can actually kind of slow it down. It's gonna keep doing a little bit of flooding, but with the issues we're currently facing, I don't want to do too much. Okay, I really wanted this to be here. Okay, so now we've got this. We're going to turn it off because it's incredibly expensive to run. And if we're having issues in our city and things are just going abandoned, oh my gosh. Look at all these abandoned houses or businesses. It's okay. It happens. It happens. Alright, so we now have our port. We now need to connect it up. So I think because of just how much stuff I think is going to be happening in here, I think I want to come in here with, what's a fancy round? Oh wait, no, I wanted this one. Yeah, I wanted the bigger one. I want to come in here with some kind of roundabout. Okay, actually, this has 6 lanes on it, so maybe we'll use this as kind of our connecting bit. Okay. And now we connect both of those pieces up. That looks good. It's a little wonky up here at the top, but that's okay. And I think we can actually just leave. I'm fine with leaving this like massive 6-lane road. Doesn't really bother me much. I mean, ideally, hopefully there's tons of traffic coming this way. Or we switch this to just a 2-laner. I actually want to turn all of this off because I want to line this. There we go, with that section. Alright, and then for this, we're going to bring this straight on down. Let's keep it stuck to the ground. Just like that. I don't believe I can upgrade these yet. I don't have the mod to upgrade these 2 pieces of road here. So I'm going to leave it this way. I was going to do a 1-way road. There's a little bit of a wonkiness here. Hold on. Let's bring this back. I want it to snap. Oh, you know what? It would help if I turned all these back on. There we go. That's better. We'll bring this straight on up, and we'll connect these just like this. So it's the kind of like almost the dead end here. We'll figure out something for this area. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. Then we also are going to want to do, I think we'll change this to a avenue. We'll come straight on down. Yep. Okay, now I want to go ahead, I want to turn all this off, and I want to turn it off so I can line this to this edge, like this. There we go. Now we can turn it back on, because now we're going to maximize our space here. I like this idea of maybe leaving a little path space. We typically tend to do that. Okay, we'll bring this out. We won't connect. Just enough that we are really utilizing all the space that we have. We'll bring this over too, but then let's bring it down. Follow along the edge. Just like that. We'll bring this one down too, connect it up. Actually, no, we won't. I'll bring this straight on down like that. And I want to leave some space for factories. Actually, I'm going to look into that here in a moment. So, kind of have this little bit connected. Everything's kind of good to go in that respect. This needs power and water to begin working. We also need to connect this train up. So, probably should have maybe thought of that before I did a road layout. So let's turn off the stick to ground. Can I get 180? Like, why am I not getting 180? There's 180 there. But the moment I cross over, it switches to something different. This isn't going to be high enough to cross the road on its own. So I think we come out 15. Maybe we begin to raise it up here. Now we're up 12. We go up 14. We have anarchy on, but if I turned anarchy off, we would still be high enough. We could potentially just come down to here and cross like that. Okay, hold on. Now we're on to something. Because we already have this line coming here. And I would love to rework this, so this is just coming whoop, straight along. We'll make this into a bridge. Make you zoom in a bit. We'll extend this bridge to here as well. We'll have the main line, we'll rework so that this is coming straight through. Cutting underneath. Here, turning here, and coming this way. Okay, okay. Let's jump into a quick time lapse and just do that, because I think, yeah, I think that's gonna work perfectly. Alright, so it needs some fine-tuning, but here is kind of what we're working with. So I have our train line coming down through. I put some rocks here just to kind of give an end to the key, but it falls underneath. There's still, see, there's a few bits here. I'd like this to just be a little bit lower, so that like you see more of the concrete above, and I'll go through in between parts and just kind of refine this a bit. But it comes on through, Comes all the way down under here, underneath this highway interchange, comes out here, and then will spit itself out over here by this port. So now that we have this train line, originally I was thinking we would put a ferry depot in here or something, but with the train line here now, I don't want that to interfere with the boats. So instead, we're pausing again. Here we go. What if all of these went over here? Yes, now we have these here. We do need to be concerned with the power of this area, which I think because we're over here and there's nothing else going on, we could totally do some of these just so they kind of hang off the edge. But it needs a road. How much does this cost me? Oh my god, 10,000 a week. Hold on. Just, nope. We're not doing that just yet. Why don't we start with something a little bit more sustainable? This beautiful $300 a week advanced turbine. You can go right there. It will power all of this up. Now we can turn this back on. It'll start receiving some shipments. We can take it out to our city. Everyone can be merry and bright. Okay. Now, in addition to that, which is going to start getting us some more of our... What is your issue? You don't have enough paying customers? Not enough customers, so we need some more residential. I mean, this is filling out pretty nice. Has this connected? Okay, this is connected up this way. So now this can go. These two are already connected now, so these can go. And now we just have to continue to expand out this direction. I would say, since we do need some more people, let's just fill this little spot in just like that. I think this area here, like all of this can be filled in. I might come back later and maybe remove a house or two, but for now I think we will clear this front road just like that. Maybe we'll do this back road here. Here we go. Academic report. 8 works, 1,500 students, 455 attractiveness, and now we're a renowned university. We unlocked all this new stuff. All right. We'll put that new stuff in. I think that is a part 15 moment. It's written all over it. So I think for now, we're going to leave this just like this. Fill in some more humans, some residential need. This is flooding. I think it's mainly because all this is now dumping. Oh my god, it's flooding. It's flooding the train line. Can y'all sort yourself? Like, that's a deep reservoir. I'm gonna need you to... Because last I checked, I didn't want this beautiful river running through my city. I wanted a cargo train. Is there a light here or some kind of stop? I don't want them stopping. Nope. We don't want that at all. We can we not have that? I don't want it. There we go. There we go. So now we're getting some stuff happening here. The garbage is piling up. We're going to deal with all of that. But I think... Oh, yes. Okay, I think this looks good. If only this would not be filled with water. Is it going down? Like, I can't tell. Oh, okay. The train doesn't mind. So hopefully it will go away on its own. Alright, this area is looking good. I think what we'll do, kind of just to finish this off for this part, I would like to just put in a little bit of cement in this section, a little concrete. This would not be, I think, beautiful grass. We're going to bring it up to here, and then I think we'll end it right here for now. I'm not... Nope, we're just going to fill it all out. Let's just do it. We'll fill it all along this side of the roundabout. How's that? Now, once we begin figuring out exactly what we want to do in this section, we can make the necessary changes that we have to make. We can go ahead and now slow this back down since we've got all that going. How are we looking? Still some issues, but I'm hoping we'll be able to address them. The last thing I want to look at, and then I think we're going to call it, is I want to look at these factories, unique factories. So with factories, we can build one of each of these. We'll have one in our city, and then that factory will make basically whatever we have. So this here, the household plastics, it would need both, I guess, the petroleum and the plastic. There's two icons up at the top, the brown drop and then the 3 white circles. If we go over here to our oil industry, we're producing tons of petroleum, we're exporting it, producing tons of plastic, we're exporting it. So let's go ahead and come over this way. Where was that at? It's over here in industries. Let's go ahead and grab this household plastics factory. I don't want to put it on the main road like this, so we're going to come in here. It's right there, those 2 spots. If we grab this road, oh, we don't want a one-way with trees. Grab this right here, and then we put in the plastics factory. Okay, so now we're producing some plastics right in this spot. What we want to accompany this plastics factory is we're going to want to have storage of the items the plastics factory needs. This factory needed both the petroleum and plastics. And for now, we're going to actually put both of these to fill. So we're making so much over in our area that to start, it might need to import some. Because by default the game's going to be like, oh, you want this filled? That's cool. We'll go ahead and start just bringing some over. It's not exactly what we want, but it'll start filling these up as they fill up, and once they get large enough, or store enough goods, goodness gracious, then they'll be delivered to this factory, and the factory will then begin producing the plastics. These plastics are a luxury good. Luxury goods sell for tons. So we're going to want this guy to get moving. It's going to get started. In addition to this factory, since we're already bringing over plastics, let's go ahead and put a little toy factory down here. All right, so this is going to need paper, timber, and plastics. We already have a plastics factory right here. I actually think we're going to do a quick little switcheroo. Can we fit a small one in here, a third small one? Let's turn on anarchy. Throw a third small one in here, and we're going to move it over. This is going to have the paper. This here is going to have the planed timber. Okay, so all 3 of these are set to fill for, oh, I'm on move it. I was like, what is going on? Fill planed timber, fill paper, fill petroleum. Great. Since both of these need plastics, let's add in a larger factory, or excuse me, a larger storage facility. And again, I want to try to avoid putting these things on the main roads because they will have a lot of trucks. You know, I went in all confident with like, let's make all of this concrete, but like I'm missing the grass. So we're gonna remove some of that. Now that we have this port, chef's kiss. I can't wait to see what we can do. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like what you saw today, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to leave a comment below and tell me what you think about our new port, about Ashley Darby Academy of the Arts, or any other part of our city, go ahead and do that down in the section below. Hit subscribe and ring the bell if you want to be notified every time I post new videos, and I will see you guys next week.